You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Diana Taurasi getting benched during the Olympic Games last year. Now, of course, this was the Olympic Games that many of us believe Caitlin Clark got snubbed on. I had a working theory, and I am not going to back off of it, that Diana Taurasi actually got this bid not because she was worthy of getting the bid, because obviously from a playing standpoint she wasn't, because, well, she really wasn't playing. All right? She wasn't very good. Let's just keep it real last year. But in the Olympics, she really was non-existent, right? She even had a DMP in a game. Well, it was my theory that she got the nod to prevent Caitlin Clark from ever being able to break her Olympic record, all right, which was 6. I mean, Caitlin Clark would have to play till she was like 48 years old to have any hope of, I think, even tying that, which I do not feel like she's going to be able to do. And I think that was partially strategic. I never one time thought Diana Taurasi got this spot because she was playing well enough to get the spot. Well, evidently Cheryl Reeve did not believe she was playing well enough to play. All right? And she's mad as hell about it, and I'm talking about Diana Taurasi. Of course, this Diana Taurasi documentary's come out. I have not watched it. I probably won't. I know she came out and was talking about money and a janitor and this and that and the other. And it really doesn't matter how great you were if the demand to watch you play did not add up to you receiving dollars by way of the league being elevated to the point of of the league making enough money to be able to compensate you for however great you think you are. It doesn't matter if you're Michael Jordan times 3. If the revenue's not there, you're not getting paid. So, I don't want to hear that. I didn't make a video on it. I could have. I started to. But it's just more entitlement by the old WNBA guard, believing they deserve something for what exactly? I don't know. I mean, this is, at the end of the day, a supply and demand situation. Ugh. People didn't start tuning in until Caitlin Clark showed up. There, we did it again. When Taurasi was selected to the Olympic team, some saw it as a controversial pick over Caitlin Clark. Sue Bird saw it as an obvious choice, as did Taurasi, who previously had not opened up about not playing in the gold medal game in Paris. Quote, "When I see Dee get picked to the U.S. roster, she's there to lead. She's there to calm everyone down when shit gets weird, because shit's gonna get weird. It always does," said Taurasi, who won her 6th Olympic gold medal in Paris. Quote, "To be honest, I never even really thought about it. I always felt like I deserved to be on the team because it was my team for 20 years, and I know how to get the job done." Yeah, but isn't it on a every 4-year case-by-case basis? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't believe it should be a lifetime achievement award every time it comes up for you to be selected. Then the gold medal game happened. Through the Olympic semifinals, Taurasi played a bit role for Coach Cheryl Reeve, playing a total of 55 minutes, 50 seconds over 5 games of the tournament. That number didn't change in the gold medal game, a 1-point victory over France, because Taurasi never came off the bench. She kept looking at Bird, whose seat was across the court from Taurasi's spot on the bench, with a look Bird described as, quote, "I don't know what the hell's going on." This was the game she was actually brought here for, Bird said. As the game progressed, Taurasi said she thought, "You're not even going to get me on for a little bit." It was a game that Taurasi described as, quote, a big mind fuck for the United States, one that was going 100 miles an hour, one that 12 years of playing in Europe had primed Taurasi for. Quote, I'm confused by what happened, Taurasi said. I never got, hey, you're not going to play because we're going in this direction. Sounds good. I can live with that. But I didn't get that. Maybe it was just my time to get the raw end of the stick. The Americans pulled out the win. Taurasi won her record sixth gold medal, and she was able to celebrate with her family, including her dad, who was effing pissed. Quote, I've done this 5 other times where I felt like I really earned it. This one, was the one that doesn't belong. Well, yeah, not really. Not really. You just kind of took up a seat on the bench. They should have went to Caitlin Clark. And I think part of the reason they really didn't give Caitlin a spot is because they were worried about her fans if she didn't get enough playing time. Well, we saw how much better Caitlin Clark was last year than Diana Taurasi was last year. She was a husk, a shell of herself. All right? She got old. I mean, let's just keep it real. She got old. But yet, she's griping when really she should have never been on the team. She should have never, they gave it to her as a Lifetime Achievement Award, for crying out loud. And I don't believe in doing that. I mean, every 4 years, you should take the best players of that previous 4 years, and particularly whoever's come in that year and they're real hot, probably ought to grab them. No, let's take Taurasi and not play her. Taurasi's very, very, I've noticed from a bunch I've read from this and seen video clips of, she is very entitled. This league is ate up with entitlement, especially when it comes to salaries. Just pay us a bunch of money just cause. Not because we brought ratings or we filled butts in the seats. None of that. Just because we think we deserve it. It's another example. I'm not playing very well, but I deserve to be in this game. Why? Just cause, I guess. No, I don't buy that. Now, I think Cheryl Reeve might have, and this is where I think Diana Taurasi's not thinking this over. If this would have been a 25-point blowout, Taurasi probably gets 5 minutes in the game or something. But it sounds like it was a close game, and I think I remember it was a 1-point game. I made a video about it because France nearly pulled it off. In case I'm going crazy, maybe Gabby Williams was on that team, and she played her ass off. And she probably didn't put Taurasi in because Cheryl Reeve was like, this game's too damn close. I'm not putting you in. You move like a dinosaur. I mean, that's what I called her all last season, the dinosaur Diana Taurasi. She didn't want you on the court slothing around. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Oh, I'm sure fans that check all kinds of boxes will be pissed over that. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, maybe Taurasi thought she was getting in come hell or high water. It would have been worse to have played 10 minutes and got yourself a silver medal. That would have messed up your cause, would it not? Question mark? Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.